All right, here's what you need to know about Einstein. Right there, that spring is stretched out and he's not moving. And we're going to call this track that he's on a height of 0. So the only type of energy Einstein has right now is EPE. After it's cut, but before the spring is totally, so here, let's move it forward. So you can see this is cut. He started moving. He has kinetic energy, but the spring is still stretched a little bit. So he still has elastic potential energy. So he's still going to be speeding up. But if I advance the frame, you can see right here, the spring isn't stretched anymore. So if I wanted to measure his speed, well, actually, the spring's not stretched anymore, so he only has kinetic energy here. And if I wanted to measure his speed, I can't do it on this video view, but I would just time him moving forward, like, 10 centimeters, which is 0.1 meters, and I would divide it by the time. So let me go to that. If I go to release, I'm going to pick a different spring stretch 3. If I'm trying to measure his speed, that's spring stretch. Okay, great. This is cart motion. So what I need to do is wait until, so I'm looking at this spring. Right there is where the spring stops being stretched. So I pause my video. I'm going to set this up, my ruler up. I'm going to reset my stopwatch to 0. And let's advance him. Let's go until he gets to about, well, let's see how far he goes. I can stop him. When I stop him, I don't know, about there. It's about 19 centimeters. So 0.19 meters divided by the 0.158333 seconds. Right? Oops. I'm doing the division right now. 0.15333 is, I think, the time. Let me look. 158333. You guys can't probably see my calculator. And that gives me a speed of 1.20000 meters per second. Great, I'll call it 1.2. So since I have the speed of 1.2 meters per second, I can square that, multiply it by a mass of 0.602 kilograms, and multiply it by 1/2. That gives me the kinetic energy. That kinetic energy is going to be equal to the EPE that he has at the start here. So when you go down to your data table, don't mind me for this, because all you're doing is collecting your data to make a graph. So I would have changed this to stretch and EPE, because that's what it's asking us to do somewhere. I would have measured the stretch in the stretch video, and then I would have measured the EPE by getting the KE at the end and putting that in for EPE. Let me just go through how to do stretch again too, because I know some people wanted that. So do stretch, you change it to stretch, and you grab that ruler. I'm going to start it at 0 centimeters, right where the spring ends. And I'm just going to put the video in motion. Okay, and then I pause the video where that spring pauses, right? So it's at about 19 centimeters. I'll play the rest of the video just to make sure it doesn't go back any further. And it didn't. That's just showing me once they cut the ribbon and the car drove. All right, I have wind block on Thursday at 2:15 to 2:45. Go to nickname Grill on Help.